Hi folks, I'm Dr. Beyer. Today I'm going to start a whole series of videos on what can cause leaky gut syndrome. I've kind of broken it down into 7 causes, and then of those 7, those have lots of causes. So let's get started on this. This is really important because many people that come to me with chronic conditions all have, many of them have leaky gut syndrome, causing all kinds of problems throughout the body. And if it goes unaddressed, nothing's going to happen. Leaky gut syndrome is the gateway to autoimmunity and inflammation. And I'm going to tell you, over doing this for 29 years, anybody who has a chronic illness is inflamed. Inflammation is always a common thread in all chronic illnesses. Number 1 cause of leaky gut syndrome is an inflammatory diet. And what can cause an inflammatory diet? Well, the standard American diet is very, very inflammatory in and of itself, but excess sugar. Now, most Americans eat way too much sugar, processed sugar, and sugar causes insulin surges, and insulin by itself is inflammatory. If someone's type 2 diabetic and taking insulin, that's going to create a lot of inflammation. Processed foods, fast foods, all are very inflammatory. Alcohol, and boy, our standard American diet is loaded with really poor fats, like hydrogenated oils, trans fats, processed vegetable oils, including canola, soybean, corn, and cottonseed oil. Just become a label reader, and you'll see these in a lot of our packaged foods. These are all oils that create inflammation. As soon as we eat them, they create inflammation, and inflammation breaks down our gut barrier. Inflammatory diet. Now, one of the things I want to talk about is food sensitivities. This is another major cause of inflammation in the patients that we see and people with chronic digestive and neurological problems. Folks, the food we eat today is not the same food we ate 20, 30 years ago. Many of these foods have been genetically modified, and we eat them, and our immune systems in our gut, which we inherit not just from our parents but from our great-great-grandparents, because it takes generations for the genetic coding of our immune systems to change. So we eat things like corn and soy and wheat and things like that that have been genetically, chemically different than our ancestors, and our immune systems say this is foreign, and our immune systems form antibodies to it, and that's called a food sensitivity. Not a food allergy, a food sensitivity. It's occurring in the gut, not necessarily the skin. And so we have to test for this on our patients who come to us. And we do. We use Cybrix Labs. You can look it up. CybrixLabs.com has some wonderful, wonderful tools that we can use to really pinpoint why people are sick. That's the thing that I see clinically is a lot of people come to me and no doctor bothers to do enough testing to really figure people out. This is a lab that we use. Now, the vicious cycle of food sensitivities is this. We have a food sensitivity, we eat a food, and our immune system reacts to it, causing inflammation in the gut, and that inflammation breaks down our gut further, making it more porous, like having holes in a screen door on a hot summer day. Bugs get into the home that don't belong in the home, and now our body, our immune system starts to react to all kinds of other foods, and you develop more food sensitivities, which causes more inflammation, more leaky gut, more food sensitivities, and you get this vicious cycle that needs to be broken. And so that's why we see a lot of our patients come in and they have multiple food sensitivities. They don't know what to do, and at least we're able to pinpoint it and break this vicious cycle. I'm Dr. Ed Beyer. Hope that helps. Have a great day.